Welcome back to Foxy TV. In this episode, episode 88, we look at styling homes with colourful wallpaper. While I was at the warehouse with my feet up, enjoying the aircon, the team had a busy day, out and about with 3 installs and 2 pack-ups. Let's head out to Karina for install number 3 to see how we go about styling a home with colourful wallpaper.
Alright, hey guys. So we've just finished filming a little townhouse that's on the east side of Brisbane. We wanted to share it with you. As you can see, the wallpaper behind me is quite loud. So the agent got us through. He had given me a bit of a brief rundown on the property. It's a beautiful, great size, I think it's quite a spacious townhouse. Awesome outdoor space, but the colour palette is quite unique. So automatically, the colour palette would eliminate some buyers. If we listed this one vacant, it automatically eliminates buyers. They'll look at it and the renovation, it's too hard work, etc, etc. So the agent got us through to try and help present the property to as many buyers as we can, which is the whole purpose of the styling. But we needed to tone down the wallpaper, the colour palette throughout the whole house. So you see behind me, we've got beige wallpaper with red/orange flowers and silver leaves, charcoal carpet, then we've got tiles, and the rest of the colour palette throughout the house is a mix of beige, we've got red in the stairwell, we've got blue up in one bedroom, so it's a varied colour palette. So, and it's not an uncommon thing. We see a very bright colour palette often, and I totally understand when you're in your own home painting it colours that you love. But when it gets to sale, we make a neutral palette and we appeal to as many people as we can. So, question being, how do we come in and tone down the bright, loud, bold choices that are on the walls? So basically, we've got 2 options. Depends on how busy the wallpaper is as to whether or not we consider that it's there. So if the wallpaper was very simplistic, say it's white with little tiny pink flowers, or there's only sort of 2 colour tones behind it, I would be bringing in those colour palettes throughout the styling. So you'd see for that colour palette I said, white with some pink, you would be seeing blushes and dusty pinks throughout the entire styling. It's going to set the tone for everything. This one behind us, it's got a lot of different colours in it. There's a lot going on. So if we were to then bring in greys and beiges and then bring in pops of silver and orange, the styling, it's not going to work. It's going to clash. It's going to be too much. So especially when the photographer then post-processes everything and the contrast of everything is skewed, and you're going to see all of the orange and black and then nothing else. So it's not going to work as nicely. So what we've done in this case is we've pretty much ignored the fact that the wallpaper's there. So we bring in neutral colour palette. You can see we've just gone with a beige and black colour tone throughout here. Black being because we've got the darker bench tops, and then darker outside, darker carpet, but then we've gone with the beige as well because we've also got beige tiles, the beige base of the wallpaper. So to sort of tie in those neutral tones, that makes and even down to the artwork. So we didn't bring artwork in here because the wallpaper's the artwork. We've got a mirror, so it doesn't clash, it doesn't compete. That way it's complementing and it'll photograph beautifully, and it really helps somebody to walk in and see what they can do with this space rather than worry that it's a renovation. So that's why we've done it this way.
So there you have it. That is how we style homes with loud and colourful wallpaper and some of the thinking process behind it. We're going to wrap up this week's episode with a quick look at another install, this time in Moorooka. Okay, it's just gone about 9:25. The guys have headed off to the next job, I believe. Jenessa, where are they going?
They're heading to just do a touch-up at a previous install.
There you go. So we're here in Moorooka. Jenessa, do you want to step this way a little bit so you're on the camera?
Okay.
So we're here for an install. Now this one, the client, I believe, is an interstate client.
Yes.
And how does that, I suppose, change the whole prospect of an install? If does it all?
It does. It is heavily reliant, that relationship between the agent and us, and making sure the trust is there, but there's also a lot more communication. So a lot of emailing back and forth, phone calls. We want to make sure that they feel completely trusted in us, and they can't see it. They have to rely on photos. They have to rely on their agent that they've picked a good stylist. So hopefully we've done them proud, but already it looks beautiful and I'm sure they'll be happy.
And that's all we have for you this week. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like anything covered in future episodes, let us know in the comments or send us through a message. Have a great weekend and we will see you back here next week.